Hello, 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 all of my beautiful, wonderful, fantastic fire signs. Yes, I'm talking my Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittarius. What going on, y'all? It's Tracy with Ascension 225, a Tarot and Oracle, and I'm here to do fire signs. We're going to take a look-see into your love life. I'm going to do the fire signs that are in a relationship as well as the singles, you guys, all right? So, how you doing, fire signs? I hope you're all doing well. I love y'all all the way from the ATL, okay? These dog days of summer, honey. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe that we are almost done with the month of July. Well, ring my doorbell, all my fire signs. Hit that like, share, subscribe, and hype button to let me know that you are here and you are ready to hear your love messages for the last part of July, guys, okay? So, I just said over the next few weeks, you know, there is no time in the spirit realm. So if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I need for you all to let me know that you are here, front and center. Hit that like, share, subscribe, and hype button for your girl. I love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What up? All right, so these messages are going to be time-stamped. So if you don't want to listen to the intro, you can go straight to your timestamp and your sign. But I have listed my favorite astrologers as well as numerologists in the description box below, okay? And you can also get your free birth natal chart as well if you don't already have it. So I listened to Jimmy the Tarot Ship. He's an astrologer, I think Western astrologer, and he is awesome. Hello, Jimmy, what's up? So anyways, this is from his channel, The Tarot Ship with Jimmy, and we're July 14th through the 25th. All right, so we've already, today is the 21st, but let me go back to yesterday, okay? Well, let me go back. First of all, let me go back to the middle of the month, okay, of July. On the 14th, we had the new moon in Cancer. Cancer energy is very, very strong now. We are definitely in Cancerian season. Happy birthdays, my beautiful Cancers. I love you guys. Even though I don't do readings for you. Wednesday, the 15th, Uranus was sextile with Neptune. If you want to know more about that, go to Jimmy's channel, which, if I can remember, I will list it below in the description box. Well, it is in the description box, so go to his channel and find out more. On the 18th, Uranus also trined with Pluto. Pluto is one of the planets of, you know, having clarity and, you know, going on a journey, like transformative type of energy, okay? I love it. And Jupiter is also the planet that governs our Sagittarians out there. Hello, Sag. All right. And I don't know what other planet, but I do know that they rule Sag, okay, which is part of this reading. And on the 20th, which was yesterday, Monday, Jupiter trines Neptune. Neptune reminds me of the moon in a way because it could hide deceptive type of energy, or those who have a veil over their eyes, those who are not seeing things clearly. That's that Neptune energy, okay? But along with the Uranus trine and Pluto, you know, I think there's going to be some clarity before the end of the month. And so we've got Jupiter trining Neptune, Jupiter sextiling Uranus, okay, and Jupiter opposite Pluto. That is a lot of stuff going on, guys. Now, let me tell you, it's a lot of, excuse me, a lot of that watery energy, a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings involved, all right? Some may be highly charged emotions, okay? But clarity, truth and clarity is at the forefront of these readings that I've been doing over the last few days, okay? Excuse me. And then on Friday the 24th, we've got Neptune sextiling Pluto. So there's a lot of trining and sextiling and opposites and all kinds of stuff going on. So please check out the Tarot Ship with Jimmy, and he will explain it to you in depth, or any of the other astrologers I have listed, okay? All right. So that is the intro, and now we are going to jump into our Aries energy, and I'm going to bookmark this at 5:50. All right, Aries, how you doing, booze? Are you ready for your love reading? This first part is Aries in a relationship or in some sort of connection that may be love, okay? And we're going to find out what Spirit wants and needs you guys to know. Hit that like, share, subscribe, and hype button for your girl, all right? I greatly appreciate that. These are general readings, guys, okay? Don't get it twisted. It's not your own private reading, but if you do need your own private reading, hit me up at ascension225tarot@gmail.com, guys, and I will get you going with your 30, 60, or 90-minute reading, okay? All right. And the pricing and everything, how, is down below in the description box. All right, Aries, those of you who are in a connection in love, I've already pre-shuffled the oracles. We're going to get into that, and then we're going to get into our tarot pool and see what Spirit and your Spirit team wants and needs you to know. All right, let's start off. Let's go ahead and clarify some of these love situations here. I don't know where to start. I think I'm going to put this last, and I'm going to rearrange these just a little bit. Okay, so let's clarify your love situation. All right, my beautiful Aries. I've got hidden thorns. It says, look beyond the romance to discern true intentions. My mom used to always say that love in a relationship isn't enough, and I never really understood what she meant, but then I was a kid, But I've been married twice, and I truly understand that it takes so much more than just love to have a successful relationship. And it's not just a love, it's not just with a lover, it's any type of relationship, all right? But look at some of the shadow side of what may be hindering this connection, Aries. I've got flickering passion. Maybe that loving feeling, maybe that spark has been lost. It says feelings come and go, or the chemistry is not there. Ooh. Wow. And that happens, especially if you've been in a connection long enough. If you don't keep it spicy, if you don't keep it creative, if your relationship doesn't grow each year, then I would say that it may have a tendency to get stagnant, and some of those flames may be dampened, okay? And then I've got avoid burnout. Avoid burnout. Wow. It says fiery passion is consuming, damn you, Mercury retrograde. Fiery passion is consuming, sustain a lasting balance. A lasting balance meaning that a lot of people jump into a relationship because it's fiery. There's a lot of passion. There's some really great sex, and you guys are like bunnies and all this other stuff. But once you start to get to know each other, and the relationship, continues to grow, hopefully to grow, or you have some longevity, some things might get stale. Like I said, some of that passion and you doing it like bunnies, that might go down to once or twice a week because that fire gets diminished in a way. All right? Yeah. So avoid burnout. Try to find a balance in your connection, in your relationship, which may be coming up with some exciting things to put into your relationship, especially your sexual relationship. All right. What's some of the tea here? Well, I've got teddy bear. It says interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, and wants to date. All right, so there's somebody who may have an interest in you, or you may have an interest in them. I hope this is not like a third party, that because your relationship may be, maybe some of the sparks have died or the flames have died, that somebody's not looking outside the relationship. I've got healthy, somebody is not making healthy choices here. I've got healthy choices in the reverse, guys. So this could be a part of that non-healthy choice making, and that is looking outside of your relationship for somebody to have a spark with, okay? I've got sunglasses. It's in reverse though. So this could, is somebody watching you from afar, checking out your social media and all that other stuff, stalking in a way. But this is somebody who might be, just ready to let go. Ready to let go of it all. Gosh. And I've got blocked, and I've got obstacles in the reverse. I think maybe somebody is I feel like the obsession in this relationship may be gone. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the sunglasses are in reverse. And I've got, maybe being in this obsessive type of energy created some sort of blockages. And now that somebody has realized this and the light bulb has gone off and they're like, I'm not going to do this anymore. So let's remove some of these blockages and these obstacles, because I'm not going to be obsessed over this situation or this person or whatever. Yeah, I've got single parent here. Somebody may be now a single parent. All right. With a lot of responsibilities, especially, being solo dolo, everything falls on your shoulder. So somebody may have chosen to be single, okay? And I've got spiritual healing. Remember I was talking to you about some of that planetary energy, like Jupiter and Uranus. That's all sort of growth type of energy, expansion type of energy, transformative type of energy, and that's what this is. This could be teaching you a lesson that there is more to a relationship than just love. It takes two people cultivating the relationship and working on it on a daily basis, like a garden, making sure it's watered and fed and nourished and all that other good stuff, right? Okay. All right, romance cards. What do we have, Spirit? We've got romantic feelings in the reverse. Yeah, so I think the spark for a lot of Aries that are in a connection, the spark has been lost. The chemistry has dwindled. I don't know. And I've got very soon in reverse. Wow, a lot of reversal cards. It says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I just feel like somebody's unsure of what it is that they want at this point. Okay, whether they want to try to hold on to this relationship or not. Okay, but it's Spirit says keep an open mind. Keep an open mind, all right? Okay, so, what sort of epiphanies should our Aries that are interconnection, should they be having, or will they be having over the next few weeks? I've got, it's complicated. This relationship is complicated, and that may be why it's hard to decide which direction to go in, whether you're going to stay or whether you're going to go. All right? I've got soul mirroring in the reverse. So a lot of times soulmates mirror one another, or lovers mirror one another's behavior and attitudes and all that other stuff. But I just feel like, that's no longer happening. It says exposing and revealing all. I feel like with this loss of chemistry, this flame has gone out in this relationship. Maybe somebody is no longer, I feel like they're apathetic and not really caring so much about their relationship. I guess what I mean to say is checked out. Checked out. And then I've got love drought. So there's some form of a love drought going on in this connection here. All right. Yeah. And at the bottom of these romance cards, I've got give the benefit of the doubt. Give the benefit of the doubt. And make the effort. Make the effort. But I'm showing that this is not a lasting love. Where do we see that at? Romantic feelings in the reverse and lasting love in the reverse, Aries. What the hell? What's going on? All right. Oof. This is brutal. All right. And at the bottom of those T cards, I've got silence. So there may not be any communication. There may be a separation here. Or you could be living in the same house and not be communicating at all. I mean, everybody's shut down. All right. And I've got bliss and happiness. Somebody's thinking about their bliss and happiness and maybe how things used to be once upon a time and how can we get that back, and I'm not sure what to do and all that other stuff, But Spirit says bliss and happiness. Life is too short not to be happy. Life is too short to be in a relationship that you're not happy in, that you're checked out of. Okay? Life is too short for that. All right? Bliss and happiness, even if you are single. Okay? Even if you are single. All right. And these cards right here, somebody is stuck at a crossroads, not knowing what direction to go in. Do I stay in this relationship and thug it out, try to make it work, or should I go solo dolo because my needs are not getting met in this relationship for whatever reason? And somebody is sitting in a puddle of self-pity, feeling sorry for themselves that they're in this relationship or in this situation, checked out. But you know what? The truth will set you free. The truth, speaking the truth and telling your partner the truth and how you feel will set you free, guys. Come on. Time is up, I think, for a lot of you, and I'm sorry to say this, but I don't sugarcoat what Spirit tells me. If you want sugarcoating, you got to go somewhere else. All right? Time is up for some of your relationships. Point blank and period. Okay? Time is up for some of your relationships, Aries. All right? At least that's what Spirit has relayed here. All right, so intuitive messages for Aries. Hold steady for some of you. Hold steady. Pause and reflect. Be like that hermit type of energy. Pause, reflect, go inside, see how you're feeling so that you can make judgment calls using discernment and not just making a hasty decision, okay? That's why this card says hold steady and rest your mind, all right? I think, opposite signs for fire signs is an air sign. So I think it's part of our DNA. I'm a Gemini. It's part of our DNA that air signs and fire signs, we're constantly thinking, and sometimes we can overthink things. All right? Rest your mind. All right? Hold steady. And last, we've got stay the course. Stay the course. Yes, honor your rhythm, honor your heart, honor your feelings. Okay? All right. All right, Spirit, let's do a quick pull here. Quick pull. This is for our Aries in a relationship and a love connection. We've already seen the oracle messages. Yeah. What more can you tell us? What is in the energy that our Aries do not see coming towards them? I've got, the Hanged One. Take a pause. Take a pause. Rest your mind. Okay? Hold steady for a minute. Pause and reflect. I mean, I know I use the example of the Hermit, but the Hangman also is an energy where you can pause and reflect. You could hopefully see things from another perspective or a higher perspective. You know what I mean? So that you can make some, death and rebirth is after the Hanged Man, so that you can decide what lives and what dies, figuratively speaking. You know what I'm saying? What no longer belongs in your life. Okay? All right. So, Spirit, this is for Aries in a relationship. We're going to this is Aries energy, their current energy, and their spouses or loved ones' energy. Aries fears surrounding this relationship and your partner's fears surrounding this relationship. What are some of your hopes for this relationship, Aries? Some of your hopes. And is that it? Okay, yeah. So the ones in the middle are your shared energy. Shared energy for Aries and their partner. Please and thank you. Now and over the next few weeks. What do we have, Spirit? Let's see. All right, Aries. What's your current energy surrounding your relationship? I've got the Knight of Cups. This is either you wanting to be, maybe have some more romance in your relationship. Have some romance, looking at ways on how maybe to spice it up. Okay? And we also saw that card of maybe somebody possibly looking outside of the relationship at maybe another person, and this could also be an invite from another person, or you going towards another person. All right, with this Knight of Cups. Okay, what's your person's current energy surrounding the relationship? Seven of Cups. Ooh. Your person's current energy is they feel like they've got lots of options to choose from out there. This could be that person looking outside the relationship. Somebody trying to make a wise choice here. You know what I mean? But I feel if you have more than 3 choices, that it could create a little confusion. And when you're trying to use discernment, you don't want any confusion because you may choose the wrong thing. All right, so what are some of the fears for Aries? King of Swords. King of Swords is Aquarius type of energy, air energy. The swords are all about intelligent thoughts as well as clear, concise communication. This King of Swords is holding the Ace of Swords, and that's all about truth and clarity. One of your fears, Aries, is that you may not hear the truth from your partner, or get the truth from your partner, or this, or flip the script, or you may not be willing to be honest and give your partner clarity. All right, so yeah. The King of Swords is also a decision maker as well. So one of your fears may be that you might have to make that hard decision to maybe go in another direction out, away from this relationship. Okay? What are your partner's fears? Page of Wands. Your partner's fears is, somebody might follow a brand new passion or a brand new offer of passion. All right? I feel like the partner may be the one. This is the partner who may have a lot of options and may actually accept an offer, a new passionate offer here, or give somebody a new passionate offer. I don't know. All right, so what are some of the hopes for you, Aries? Hope is, that you can manifest some brand new passion. Maybe you can invoke some brand new passion or manifest some brand new passion within your relationship or commitment here. What about your partner? One of the hopes is not to feel trapped, not to sabotage this connection. But one of the hopes is I don't want to feel trapped inside of what is supposed to be a love connection. Shared feelings. Well, you both want abundance in every aspect in your relationship. Okay. And also to be like this Queen of Cups energy, nurturing and loving, right? Emotionally intelligent with one another, not communicating in an immature way or expressing your emotions in an immature way, but to be emotionally intelligent with each other. Speak how you feel, what you want, what you need. Lastly, I've got 9 of Pentacles. This is finding, wish fulfillment, abundance, to feel secure within your, connection. Okay? For each person to independently feel secure in their connection. Yeah. Okay. Let's just get a few I'll just get a few clarifying cards. I allow the cards to fall wherever they are supposed to fall on the deck. Alright, Holy Spirit, are there any clarifying cards or messages that you would like to give? Please allow the cards to fall wherever they are supposed to, please, and thank you. Okay, and 1 or 2 more. Okay, that's good. All right, so on the bottom, we've got the Hermit. We talked about the Hermit. You going inward, you consulting with Spirit so that you can make judgment calls using discernment. Okay, very, very important. What do we have here? All right, so in the first row, over here, what landed on the what landed on the shared energy with the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups is Leo energy. And we're about to head into Leo season in a few days. But this strength, this boldness, the courage to be strong even when you don't feel strong at all. You know what I mean? Conquer whatever fears you have. Yeah, you can be strong and vulnerable at the same time in your love connection. That's what it might need. And then I've got the 4 of Pentacles, which basically landed on the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the 7 of Cups, and the Page of Wands. I've got the 4 of Pentacles. So somebody's not ready to let this go. Somebody's not ready to let this go. But I just feel like The feeling of feeling secure in this relationship is not there. It's no longer there. Okay? And the fours represent safety, security, and stability. Okay? And so we already saw another 4 card. I forgot which one that was. The 4 of Cups. I don't know what we saw. But anyway, the 4s are all about stability and feeling secure. And so either somebody does not want to let go of this connection or they're not ready to let go. But I don't feel like either party feels secure right now. And also the card that landed on the 7 of Cups touching the Page of Wands is the Knight of Wands. Now, this landed on your partner's energy, the partner who has the 7 of Cups, lots of options, and also the Page of Wands, may want to offer somebody else this passionate love stick, or willing to take somebody else's. And I've got the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is sometimes called the fuck boy or the fuck girl type of energy. All right, this person wants the freedom to be with whoever they want to be with, and not have any confines, not have to be committed. You know what I'm saying? So when I say checked out, that's what I'm saying. Checked out. All right, thinking about going in other directions. Okay, so the second row, I've got what landed on the Queen of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles is the 10 of Wands. Somebody's ready to release this burden or pack up their stuff and say enough is enough. I'm not happy. I can't do this anymore. I'm ready to lay down this burden. It started off fiery, hot, passionate, but maybe that's what it was, all sex. Maybe the relationship, you didn't cultivate the relationship to make it grow, or maybe just lost steam. Okay? And on the bottom row, we've got what landed on the Ace of Wands is the 10 of Swords. Yep, time to release any disappointments, any broken hearts, any pain. It's time to release that with the 10 of Swords. All right, and go towards new passion, maybe. All right, and then the last card, what landed on the 8 of Swords, somebody feeling or not willing to feel trapped or confined, or they do feel trapped and confined in this connection. I've got the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, so I don't know, maybe somebody's staying for the money, maybe somebody's staying because of the abundance, not maybe the love, but maybe, you know, the way of life or the money or whatever with this 10 of Pentacles, because this is the ultimate in good fortune and prosperity and fulfillment. Yeah, and that could be what somebody, your partner, is looking at is, right now I feel trapped and confined in this connection, but what I really want is fulfillment. I want a total abundance in my life. All right, so there you go. All right, so the very, very interesting reading, Aries. All right, so your angel number is 0220. It says act on your idea. Act on your idea. Stay the course. Stay the course. Once you start moving, and hold steady on that. Hold your boundaries, you know, and all that other stuff. So 0220. And then your universal message is, if you frequently give yourself permission to doodle, wander, and be totally unproductive, Aries, and you actually relish such interludes, I can guarantee you that your genius, your creativity, and productivity will increase exponentially. Yeah. This, you know, sort of points to Aries taking some time out to practice self-care, self-love, especially if you're on the fence about your relationship and the future of your relationship and where it's going to go. This is maybe time to, and some of you maybe this might be also a checked out, taking time to wander and doodle and all this other stuff. But to me, this speaks of self-care and nurturing yourself if you're not feeling nurtured by your partner right now. All right? Wow. Very, very interesting, guys. I wish you well on your love journey, Aries. And yeah, I hope some of these messages gave you some sort of guidance on what direction you should go in. All right? Thank you so much. Mwah. What going on, my Aries singles? My singles ready to mingle? What's happening? It is your girl. Do your girl a solid and hit that like, share, subscribe, and hype button, my beautiful Aries singles. Yeah, we're about to find out what Spirit wants and needs you to know. For those of you that are dipping your pinky toe into the dating pool, or maybe you've recently just met somebody and it's brand new, let's see what Spirit has to say to you guys, all right, now and over the next few weeks. Okay, we're going to start off with the Oracle messages and get into the tarot. All right, so time frame cards that I have for Aries singles, time frame possibly when you're going to meet that person that you're going to spend your life with. I've got next couple of years, okay, and then I've got by the end of the week for some of y'all, okay. Yeah, by the end of the week, by the end of Mercury retrograde, okay. Yeah, all right, so there you go. And romance cards, what say the romance cards? I've got and it kind of goes along with this card right here, this next couple of years. It says very soon in reverse. So you may not be meeting this person, immediately. You may not even meet this person this year, Aries, to be perfectly honest with you. It might take some of you a few years to heal from the past and be able to move forward so that you'll be ready to bring in a new love for yourself. All right, so I've got not in the near future, I've got, but keep an open mind, and let your friends help you, Aries. Let your friends help you. They might be trying to hook you up with some of their friends, trying to be love matchmakers and whatnot. And then I've got, like I said before, some of y'all are still healing your hearts from a past relationship, and some of you definitely need to heal and let the past go. Okay? All right. Very good. And at the bottom of that deck, I've got twin flame recognition, soulmate energy. All right? When you find each other, you will know. What sort of epiphanies will our Aries singles be having now and over the next few weeks? As far as dating is concerned, I've got lurking in the shadows. All right, so I don't know if somebody is stalking you or you are stalking somebody. You know what I mean? Yeah, this lurking in the shadows, that's kind of creepy type of energy to me, borderline toxic energy. So I don't know if you were in some sort of toxic sort of connection, but I feel like whatever this was could be a person wearing a mask as well. They look like they're wearing a mask, is in the reverse, so that could be over. It says, you are my lifeline, I can't lose you. Yeah, this is about a past somebody. Unrevealed secrets. Ooh, unrevealed secrets in the reverse. Maybe now somebody wants to spill the beans. They want to speak their truth, right? They want to spill the tea, as it were. And then I've got healing from heartbreak. Healing from heartbreak. Some of you are healing from heartbreak. Okay? Maybe somebody wasn't honest with you or any of that other thing, but, you know, we've all been there. And at the bottom of the deck it says, true love stories never end. And awaiting this union. It could be a union or a reunion. Whatever resonates, guys. Alright? Okay. So what sort of spiritual guidance does the spirit team want you to hear, see, feel? Explore new options, guys. It's time to explore new options. Or there will be a time over the next few weeks, maybe for a lot of you, to be exploring whatever options are out there. You might try a dating app or speed dating or something like that. Then I've got now is not the time in reverse. So maybe for some of you, you know, now is not the time rang true, but for some of you guys, you may be ready to explore your new options here. I mean, we're talking to all of the Aries, you know, of the galaxy here. And then I've got all is well. All is well. Spirit's got your back, man. It says chaos is just dance disguised as chaos. Okay, interesting. And yeah, so create fearlessly. Create and manifest exactly the partner that you're looking for, so that they come towards you, and make sure that your boundaries are firm. Okay? Alright. So, let's find out what Spirit wants and needs you to know. Where is that? Okay. Alright, Spirit, this is for Aries singles. What are they attracting? What are the Aries singles attracting towards them as far as a love partner, partner for life, a husband, a wife, whatever it is that they're trying to manifest? Can you give us more insight off of the oracle cards that we just saw? So we're Aries singles and ready to mingle. What's in the energy for our Aries singles that they do not see at the bottom of the deck? Page of Wands, a new passionate offer. Ooh, la la la. And you know, the wand represents that fiery energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, and the wand represents also a phallic symbol. Alright, so this might be a new passionate connection, you know, where there's lots of chemistry, depending on what you're looking for. It's going to be a lot of chemistry for a love relationship, or maybe some of y'all are just looking for a friend with benefits. Who knows? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. Boy, what happened, Spirit, with the friends with benefits? You see? Alright, hold on. Let me just make sure my cards are straight. Wow. It's like something hit my hand when I felt like something hit my hand. Alright, so let's get her going. Alright, Spirit. What energy, what sort of love energy are our Aries singles attracting? What sort of energy, love energy, are our Aries singles attracting? Please and thank you. Can you please allow the card to fall on the table? Yeah, you're attracting this beautiful King of Wands. Alright, this is that Leo energy, and we're about to head into Leo season on July 24th. Okay, the day after Mercury goes direct. Okay, so this King of Wands, this fiery energy who is confident and determined and goes after whatever it is that they want, whatever they're passionate about. Love it. That's good energy. Alright. And then what are you attracted to subconsciously? What are our Aries singles attracted to subconsciously? I've got, it could be a Scorpio, okay, but I've also got the Tower energy. You're interested in maybe somebody who is, you know, somebody who adapts to change, somebody who is awakened, because they've already been through Tower moments in their lives where they learned lessons and it helped them to change into the person, hopefully the awakened person who's had revelations, hopefully this Scorpio, this Tower energy has helped them develop into a more emotionally intelligent human being. All right. Yeah. I've got Page of Cups. Yeah. You know, Page of Cups, it's all about, you know, just being open to love, you know, open to receive love, new love. All right. And what kind of energy are our Aries singles repelling? What energy are they repelling? Okay. Oh, okay. I don't know why this is in here. We got a Six of Pentacles from another deck. Definitely look for equal give and take, Aries singles, for sure. And I've got, you're repelling maybe somebody who's a workaholic, somebody who, you know, maybe doesn't take good care of themselves, because the Nine of Wands is the weary warrior. They don't really take care of themselves. They're determined. They're trying to complete certain things, you know, with that fiery wand energy, but they're the weary warrior. They're worn out. They're tired. They're broke down. You don't want that. Okay? You don't want that. Yeah, you want this Ace of Cups right here. Somebody who nurtures themselves and loves on themselves and practices self-care, because their cup is overflowing, and that's what they're going to give to you. All right, last question. How can you attract what it is that you desire, Aries singles? How can you attract what it is that you desire? Can I get 1 or 2 cards for this? How can Aries singles attract what it is, exactly what they want, Spirit? Nine of Pentacles in the crossing. Yes, this is wish fulfillment energy. Nines, for me, also represent you as an individual. Like, you want somebody as an individual, they come whole. You know, they come whole, they're abundant, they're independent. You know, having a mate is an addition to their lives, right? Because they're already fulfilled, they're already whole, they're already got it going on themselves, okay? And this is very strong energy because it's in the crossing. And what else besides this Nine of Pentacles? What else besides this Nine of Pentacles? I just saw the Hierophant. Somebody also whose intention is to marry, or that they have very similar core values that you do, Libra singles. All right, what else? What else? What else are they, how else can they attract, or what else are they attracting? Somebody who is able to release trauma, pain, what they've gone through in the past, heartbreak, loss, all that they're able to not let it be an obstacle for them, you know, to pursue love and happiness and all that other stuff. Yeah. And one more of how they can attract this person towards them, this abundance of love towards them. And this is also you healing from that past energy and releasing it, okay? All right, what else? One more for Aries singles, Holy Spirit. One more. All right, yeah, for you to not only nurture and love on yourself, okay, so that you can heal your heart and heal these disappointments that you had in the past, okay, so that your cup overfloweth. And when that person comes along, maybe that's why Spirit says in the next couple of years, because it may take some of you a few years or some time to heal your heart, right? Okay, all right. Yeah, so that you can have this beautiful Two of Cups, this healing energy, this healing type of love, that soulmate, that twin flame soulmate energy, somebody that feels like home to you. Yeah. Ooh, so that you can have this Ten of Cups, the happy home, the children, you know, a beautiful future together. Yeah. Ooh. And balance and harmony in this connection. I absolutely love this energy. What is this card? Yeah, and release this energy, please, of crying over the past, crying over emotions that have already been spilled. Yeah, we're not doing that anymore. No. All right, this is beautiful. I love it. I'm not going to clarify this energy. All right, so we've got the angel number of 7777. Absolutely love this, because that lets me know that this is divine intervention. Okay, eventually, like we said, let the past go, heal your heart. Okay, let your friends help you, and keeping an open mind, right, that eventually divine intervention is going to take place, and this soulmate energy is going to come in here. All right, yes, keep persevering, okay? And then your universal message is, what is meant for you will not pass you by, Aries singles. You will never have to force something that is truly meant to be. Trust in the perfection of divine timing. What did I tell you? Of divine timing, and allow your life to unfold as it should. Whatever comes, let it come. Whatever goes, let it go. Whoa. Yes. All right. But in the meantime, healing is essential for you, Aries singles, especially if you are still healing from past trauma or from a past broken heart. All right, you guys, take care. Hello, all of my beautiful Leos of the galaxy. Hey, Leo, guess what? Tomorrow is the 24th, and that is the start of Leo season. So I want to rep Leo season with my beautiful Leo the Lion candle holder, booze. How you doing? Get back over there. All right. So I want to wish all of my beautiful Leos, my lions and lionesses of the galaxy, a very happy birthday. May this solar return be extremely abundant, happy, full of contentment, and blessings for you, my beautiful Leos, okay? I am a Gemini sun, but my rising is a Leo, so I'm celebrating right here with you guys. All right, happy birthday, Leo. All right, so we're delving into the matters of love or amore. Okay, so we're going to start off with our Leos that are in some form of connection, relationship, love connection, whatever you want to call it, situationship, whatever. Friend with benefits, I don't know. You tell me, guys. But anyway, those that are in a connection, we're going to read for you. And then we're going to pull a few cards for our single Leos out there. So anyway, you guys, I hope you're doing well, abundantly blessed. Do your girl a solid and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Hit that hype button. Hype the video, guys. I do appreciate it very much. This is a general reading. If you need a private reading, go ahead and hit your girl up at ascension225tarot@gmail.com. Hit me up and we'll get you scheduled for your 30, 60, or 90-minute reading. All right, you guys. So if it resonates with your spirit, your soul, some of these messages, then the messages are for you. If it doesn't resonate at all and you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, then leave it on the table for somebody else, since this is a general reading. All right. So I want to get my book, because I've been trying out some new spreads, and I don't remember them, so hold on for just one moment. Thank you, my beautiful Leos. Okay, we're about to get started. Are you ready to hear some of the messages that Spirit has for you and your loved one over the next few weeks? All right, so here we go. We're going to start off with the oracles first, and then we're going to dip into pulling some tarot. Okay, all right, so let's start off with the romance cards. All right, I've got responsibilities in the reverse. All right, so this could be somebody possibly not wanting to accept additional responsibilities right now, or this person has no responsibilities to speak of. Okay, I've got magnetism, so there seems to be a lot of chemistry and magnetism, passion in your situation. Stay optimistic about your love life. So yeah, stay optimistic about your love life. I've got real feelings in the reverse. So I don't know if somebody realized that maybe this connection had too many responsibilities attached to it, and maybe those loving feelings have been lost somewhere along the line, or maybe you got together with a person where there was a lot of chemistry and magnetism, but it's not real love, not for somebody to maybe make a commitment to, very possibly. Now, this is not going to apply for everybody. This is a general reading because the next card that I have is the marriage card. All right. And this can also mean that this relationship has a lot of chemistry, a lot of passion in it, but possibly not enough to make a commitment, to take on that extra responsibility of a commitment or a marriage. All right, and at the bottom of the deck, I've got wedding. All right, and I've got freedom in the reverse. So this could be somebody who, could be a little afraid of additional responsibility called relationship, commitment, or marriage. All right, and this could mean more responsibility, which they're not sure they want, and also a loss of freedom here. Okay, so, whoa, what's going on, Leo? All right, let's move on. So what's some of the tea regarding our Leos and their connection? I've got love. I've got unconditional love, affection and attraction, selflessness. I've got dating, meeting somebody new. So somebody could, want to start dating somebody new, or this, I don't know what this is. Somebody might want to date somebody new. Okay, especially if this is a person who is non-committal, doesn't want the additional responsibility, does not want to lose their freedom. It gives me that Knight of Wands type of energy, that knight who wants to flit over here and flit over there and share their body over here and their love over there, but there's no commitment. They have the freedom to do whatever they want to do. That's what this feels like. I've got girl with a snake, charmed or use, enable or boundaries. So maybe somebody feels used in this relationship. Maybe they thought, hey, this could have the possibility of us falling in love and leading to something deeper, and the other person is not down with that program. They're down for the sex or the passion or whatever, but not down for the hard stuff. Okay, I've got Phoenix rising. Yeah, new phase, renew and growth, change mind, and rising from the ashes. So somebody is a Phoenix rising, and they're going to be a Phoenix rising because finding out possibly that they're in a relationship with somebody who doesn't want to take it to the next level, or maybe they find out they were just being used for sex. There's going to be a shocking tower moment, something upsetting the apple cart, and there's going to be this phoenix rising from that, learning something from this whole experience. And the card in the crossing is, engagement ring. This engagement, or somebody might have been hoping and praying for engagement. Look at this. We've got wedding, we've got marriage, and engagement. So I feel like somebody wants all of this, but the other person is non-committal. And this is in the crossing cards in my readings. It's either very strong energy that this will happen, or that there may be some obstacles or blockages getting to this energy. All right, we've already seen some of those oracle cards that were in the reverse, that somebody doesn't want the additional responsibilities, somebody does not want to lose their freedom. All right, and this all might be a little too much for them. I feel like you and your person might be on two sheets of music as far as this relationship and what you want from the relationship is concerned. Okay, all right. Words of wisdom or guidance from spirit. Wait a minute, I want to do the epiphanies first. What sort of eye-opening moments or epiphanies will our Leos have in this relationship or connection? I've got somebody stepping out of their comfort zone and choosing the right path for us. Yeah, because I feel like you two are on two separate paths here. And then in the crossing, I've got unrevealed secrets. So somebody might be holding on to some secrets, not speaking their truth, creating illusions in this relationship. Somebody might be in delusion about this connection. You know what I mean? All right, let's find out more. The all-knowing spirits, the way showers, the all-knowing orishas and such. What spiritual guidance do you have for Leo? I've got, Leo, invest in yourself. If another person doesn't see your value and does not want to invest in you by taking this connection to another level, then invest in yourself. Choose you instead. Live in the present moment. All right? We can't think about what happened in the past. It's already done. And we have no control over what happens in the future. So our best bet is to live life in the present moment. All right? And you might be surprised, or you might be getting a surprise somewhere down the line. Okay? And if somebody is going to reveal some of these secrets, you may be very surprised at what is revealed. Okay, let's get into the tarot. All right, Spirit, we've already seen some of the oracle cards in regards to Leos who are in a connection and a love situation. So show us in the tarot what Leo needs to know, hear, see, and feel. This is for Leo and their person. Alright. Show us, wait a minute. Show us how Leo feels. What is Leo's current energy right now in regards to their relationship? What is Leo's current energy regarding this connection and their partner? What is Leo's? Okay. I've got Seven of Wands. So Leo, you might feel like you have to defend yourself. You may also feel like you have to stand your ground, stand your ground about something. And that could be you know, if you find out that, hey, I thought we were on the same sheet of music about this relationship. I thought we were going to try to take this relationship to the next level, but come to find out that we are on two separate sheets of music, because evidently you're just here for fun, and I'm thinking that, you know, somewhere down the line it's going to turn into something more. So this could be standing your ground, standing on your boundaries, hopefully not having to defend your feelings or yourself about this relationship. Yeah, got the Lovers here, Gemini energy. Yeah, about this lover situation. The Lovers used to be called the choice. So, yeah, I don't know if you need to make a choice now, especially if these secrets are revealed to you and you have all the facts surrounding this relationship. You may be making a choice. Okay? Alright. How does your partner feel about you in this relationship? How does your partner feel about you in this relationship, Leo? How does Leo's partner feel about them in this relationship? Well, they feel like this is, you know, a fulfilling, some form of fulfillment here. You know, the Nine of Pentacles is abundance. They feel comfortable, and they might feel a sense of security. They may even look at you, Leo, as you got it going on. You are considered a partner who anybody would desire. You are independent. You're successful. You got it going on, all on your own. Okay. And on the bottom, I've got Ten of Wands. So, Ten of Wands definitely is, you know, they could see you as somebody who works very hard. Ten of Wands is somebody who just goes hard, maybe a workaholic, you know, even to their detriment, you know what I'm saying? But this could also reveal that your partner may be moving out. Your partner may be having second thoughts about this relationship. And even though they may look at you, Leo, as being abundant, or the relationship having the potential of being one of abundance, it could be a little bit too much for them. It could be a little bit of a burden in their eyes or in their minds. We saw that somebody really was not into, they really did not want to lose their freedom. All right. They weren't really sure that these feelings were real. Okay. And they really aren't sure about additional responsibilities at this time. Okay. In order to get to the next step called marriage and all that other stuff. All right. So somebody might decide that this is too much of a burden and actually move out. Okay. Or you may have them move out. Okay. All right. So what are some of the fears that Leo may have? I've got the Three of Wands in the crossing. One of your fears, Leo, is there may not be a future to this relationship. This is in the crossing. The Three of Wands is all about putting in the hard work and then looking towards the future, hoping that all that energy and hard work, you're going to start seeing your ships come in. You're going to start seeing, advancement. You know, you're looking towards the future, and this, you know, maybe finding out this information could definitely bring about some sort of blockade or an obstacle of even you looking towards the future with this person. Yeah, Tower moment. We already saw a card that represents the Tower. We already saw that earlier. Right? Yeah. And, with the Shot card. We've already saw that. So this could be a shock to your system and create this tower moment, or finding out that this person you're not on the same sheet of music. There's going to be these tower moments here. All right. What are some of the fears that your partner may have? What are some of the fears that your partner has surrounding this connection, Leo? What are some of the fears? Okay. Knight of Pentacles. One of the fears may be that somebody's moving too fast. This person does not want to move fast at all. Now, all the other knights are quick moving. They jump on their white horse and they're out of there, right? But this is the only knight that's like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. I don't want to be impulsive. Let me just take my time. Let me muddle over all of this, because this type of energy is afraid of losing any sort of abundance. They're earth energy, right? And it's all about home and hearth and comfort and security. Okay, so this person doesn't want to lose any of that. That's why they're not going to be impulsive. That's why they're going to take their time and really think about every single detail regarding this relationship. So the fear could be that somebody may be moving too fast and they want to slow down. All right. Yeah, Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, this could be, somebody wanting to, talk about it. Express themselves about how they really feel about whatever the situation is. That the Knight of Swords, the Knight is holding the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is all about truth and clarity. And with Pluto and Neptune and Uranus and Mars or Saturn all doing their thing above our heads, let me tell you something. Truth and clarity is going to be at the forefront of a lot of situations. Okay, so speaking your truth, all right, having a conversation, being heard. So what are some of the positives for Leo? Show us a positive that Leo feels about the connection. Show us a positive that Leo feels about this connection, please and thank you. Show us a positive energy. Knight of Swords, positive energy. Out again, and this is all about, the Knight of Swords is very ambitious, takes risk. You know what I mean? But also this, like we said, this is all about clear, concise communication. So that might be one of the positives that, Leo may be looking towards. And this says now. They want answers now. They want to know the truth now. Eight of Wands. They want to take action. They want action happening in this situation. All right, that's what they want. All right, and so what are some of the positives? Well, what's a positive for Leo's partner? I've got the Hanged One, and one of the positives is being able to use that Neptune energy that we just talked about, and be able to see things from another perspective, a higher perspective. Taking a pause and really seeing things in different ways, So that could be a positive that Leo's partner may be wishing for or wanting. I've got the Star, Aquarius energy, Uranus energy. The Star is all about healing, it's happiness, good fortune, having faith. All right. Show us some shared shared energy between Leo and their person? What's the shared energy between Leo and their person? I've got Justice, and the Justice landed in the crossing, and also on top of the Star card. So I feel like, you know, some of the shared energy is that, you know, one or both of you feel like there may be some injustice in the relationship. This is, you know, in the crossing position. So maybe fairness and justice, you know, trying to find a balance in that, maybe, you know, or this is what's really needed in this situation, is some sort of fairness, some sort of justice, some sort of balance here. And that may come after somebody gets in the hanged one or the hangman position and really starts to see things from a different perspective. You know, maybe things are a little cloudy right now with a chance of meatballs. Yeah, because, you know, fairness and justice, because, you know, this is living your best life, Three of Cups. This is about happiness. And this is about, you know, living your best life with the people that mean the most to you and that support you. Okay, show us another shared card for Leo and their partner. Okay, I've got King of Pentacles, which landed on the Knight of Swords. The King of Pentacles is, you know, the King of Pentacles is somebody who's very, very abundant, somebody who's determined, somebody who is a leader and is very, very, it's like that boss daddy, boss mama type of energy. They're very abundant and successful. All right, so I think that the shared energy also is that somebody wants some sort of success in this type of situation. Yeah, and this King of Pentacles, as you can see, they're budgeting, they're doing their budget, their spreadsheets, they're counting their, you know, their money. This feels like Virgo type of energy right here. So I feel like having a solid foundation, you know, as far as prosperity and stuff like that, is very important for the both of you. I've got the Tower on the bottom again. And one more for shared energy between Leo and their person. One more. Okay. I've got the Two of Swords. The shared energy is that you both are feeling like you have opposing ideas. You don't see this relationship in the same way. You have figured out you may not be on the same sheet of music, and that creates you being at a crossroads, not knowing what decision to make about this situation. All right, wow. Six of Wands. Somebody wants victory and success in this situation here, but I feel like somebody has checked out of this relationship. Somebody is apathetic about this relationship. They're not all in. They are not all in this relationship like the other person may be. All right, this person is distracted, they're bored, or they're just not into this relationship as much as the other person. I don't know. Yeah, and somebody needs to make a judgment call here. Somebody needs to make a judgment call, and hopefully make a judgment call after being in this hangman or this hang person type of energy. That's when the judgment call will be made. All right. And somebody may be walking away from this situation here. Why? Because they're not getting what they need from this connection. Period, dot, and comma. All right? Period, dot, and comma. Yeah. So then this might happen quickly. This is fast action right here with the Eight of Wands. All right. So listen, I'm not clarifying these today. I think it's pretty straight to the point. One person is 10 toes down in the relationship and the other person isn't. And some judgment calls need to be made. The rose-colored glasses may need to come off in this relationship, and somebody needs to see it for what it really, really is. And it could just be a sexual type of relationship that won't lead to marriage. Okay? All right. So, I want to see, hold on. I want to see what some of the shadow energy is. Where are those cards at? Okay, here we go. Okay. All right, Spirit, show us some of the shadow energy of this connection. What's the shadow energy of this connection for Leo and their person? I'm just going to get a few more and then we'll read them. All right, and one more, please. One more? Oh, okay. All right. On the bottom, I've got long road. This, you have a long road to go before you find what you want, but the journey helps you grow. So, yeah. All right, what do we got here? We've got, somebody is coming up with their exit plan here. They're coming up with their exit plan. All right, either you, Leo, or your partner, because y'all ain't on the same sheet of music, okay? Somebody might be self-righteous. I've got bottled up, many unexpressed emotions. Somebody's holding back. And lastly, I've got mechanical. Somebody's just going through the motions. Look, it says checked out. Things are routine, which definitely goes along with this energy right here. Four of Cups, checked out. Just there physically, but not your heart. Somebody's heart is not in this relationship. Maybe it's just gotten to the point where it's just mechanical now. All right? Predictable, mechanical, whatever you want to call it. All right. So, what angel number is the most important for you to see right now, Leo? I've got 0707. It says compromise. And this adds to a 14. And the 14, the 14 card of the tarot deck of the major arcana is the Sagittarius energy of temperance. All right, being patient, staying balanced. Okay, even when your resolve gets tested. Okay, maybe like it's being tested in this situation. Okay, there's nothing worse than one person wanting everything and the other person being checked out. Okay, so compromise. Some of you may come to a compromise, or this could also be that you may be compromising your own desires, your own needs, Leo. Okay. And this adds to a 14, like I said, temperance card. And then also the 4+1 is a 5, and 5s are about change. And it reduces to a 3, and 3s are all about, support and family and community and happiness, cooperation. Okay. And then I've got a message from the universe. It says, choice is the most powerful tool that you have, Leo. Every choice you make shuts some doors, but also opens several other doors, bringing new experiences into your life. At any given time, you can change the direction of your life. You are only one choice away. Yeah. It's your choice, Leo, as to what direction this situation goes in. All right? Don't compromise what it is that you want in a connection. If your end goal is to date that leads towards marriage, then do not waste your time on somebody who is not interested in getting there with you. All right? All right. So thank you so much, all of my Leos that are in a connection. I feel like y'all are going to be making some judgment calls about the situation real soon. All right, you guys? Mwah. Take care. God bless. And yeah, life be lifing, right? I know. All right, take care. Leos that are in a connection, I forgot to show you this card. It says up in the air. All right. Not able to make solid plans, ungrounded. All right. This was on the table and I just didn't see it. So I just wanted to show you that one person's 10 toes down and the other person is not. All right. All right, Leo. Thank you. Hey, what is up, my Leo singles? My singles ready to mingle? What's happening, y'all? All right, Leo singles, those of you who are have already dipped your baby toe into the dating pool or are about to, this is your reading. All right, you guys, I hope you guys are doing well, abundantly blessed, and we're about to get in to see what Spirit wants and needs you to know about your new interest in getting into this whole dating thing. Okay, you guys? All right. So it's a collective reading, not a personal reading. If you need a personal reading, hit me up at ascension225tarot@gmail.com. All right. And yeah, so if it resonates with your soul, then the message is for you. If it doesn't, then leave the message on the table for somebody else to pick up, because this is a collective reading. Do your girl a solid, hit that like, share, subscribe, and hype button. Thank you. I really greatly appreciate it. And then find a nice comfy spot where you can relax, relate, and hopefully receive. Okay? We're going to start with the Oracle, and then we're going to get into the Kipper deck and probably a few tarot cards, okay? So, time frames for my Leo singles of when you may meet your new boo. I've got next couple of months. All right, we're almost done with July. And so it could be August, September, October time frame. All right, but as you can see, this is number 43, which adds to a 7, and 7 always tells me that there's divine intervention taking place. All right, Spirit is deeply involved in your situation. Okay, this also reduces to a 1, and 1 is all about new beginnings, Leo. And I meant to wish you a very happy birthday. Where's my cake? Happy birthday, my Leo singles. Happy birthday. I hope the solar return is wonderful, wonderfully blessed and abundant for you all. All right, so happy birthday. And yeah, Leo season starts tomorrow, and then we've got, could be February. This could be during Aquarius season or Pisces season. Okay, so we've got that time, those time frames. What about romance cards? Let's see. I've got where's it supposed to start? Okay, I've got proposal. So some of you that are delving into this whole dating scenario, in the end result may be that there will be a proposal for you. I've got somebody does not love themselves, because I've got self-love in the reverse. Self-love in the reverse. All right, somebody lacking self-esteem, lacking confidence, loving on themselves, nurturing themselves. And I've got rendezvous. rendezvous. So yeah, somebody might just be dating to have a rendezvous, you know, a friend with benefits, and some may be dating with the intention of actually getting that proposal. That is could be the end result for some of you all right? But if you don't have any self-confidence or self-esteem, you might fall for just anything, okay? Thinking you're on the right path and gonna get what you want, and you do not, because you are lacking in self-confidence and self-esteem. I've got Spirit Soul Path in the reverse, all right? It says a personal evolution within your relationship. Yeah, some of you that are just looking for a rendezvous or friend with benefits, there will not be any sort of progression or evolution of that connection. All right, it is going to be strictly what it is, sexual or full of passion. All right, and then I've got fearless love. No fearless love. All right, this is just going to be what it is. All right, so what epiphanies will our Leo singles be having? I've got a reconciliation, somebody from the past, a blast from the past. Yeah, and maybe that's why somebody has all these cards in reverse, because you actually have a blast from the past coming, and you might just be out there playing in the wind. Then I've got somebody's lurking in the shadows. Somebody's lurking in the shadows. Yeah, could be somebody wearing a mask as well, okay? And then I've got karma is at work here. Good, bad, or indifferent. It doesn't matter. Karma is at work here. So yeah, you might have your ex lurking in the shadows, waiting for the right time, or hoping for this reconciliation. All right? Okay. And advice from Spirit, I've got now is not the time. Now is not the time. I have got the moment has passed. Could be the moment has passed on this ex or this blast from the past, Leo singles. And lastly, I've got let it flow. Let it flow. Okay? Alright. So we're going to get into the Kipper. I just want to check my rice real quick. I'm trying to multitask. So I'm just going to put you on a brief hold, please. Alright. We're going to get a few Kipper cards, and we can clarify them with the tarot. Alright, Holy Spirit, this is for our Leo singles. Our Leo singles. We've already seen messages from the Oracle deck, and what can you tell our Leo singles about this whole dating scene that they are embarking on or have just started this dating journey? Alright, Holy Spirit, what's the energy at the bottom that our Leo singles do not see coming towards them? I've got adjudication. Alright, so this may be you having to appear in court. This could be a divorce. So that person from the past, you could have been married to, or you could have lived together and had property together, and if you have broken up, then you may have to go to court to appear before a judge in the matters of a divorce or property or whatever. Okay, all right. What's up with our Leo singles? Can you show us a few cards as we tap into the Leo singles energy now and over the next few weeks? Holy Spirit, show us Leo's energy, Leo singles energy now and over the next few weeks using this deck, please, and thank you. Please allow the cards to fall on the table, please. This is for our Leo singles. Feels like somebody's might be having issues with their throat chakra because these cards do not want to fall on the table. All right, so somebody might have trouble saying what's on their mind, how they really feel. Okay, what do we have here? Oops. Got change, imprisonment, and coffin. All right. Thief. Whoa. Huh. Maybe that's why we saw that adjudication card just a few minutes ago. Could this be that you're having to go to court because maybe your partner or somebody stole something from you? Maybe somebody's a thief here. Alright, I've got change, imprisonment, and coffin. This reminds me of the death and rebirth card. Something had to die so that new life can take place here, figuratively speaking, right? And this change could be you now on a new journey because of this type of energy. All right. Okay, so give me one more for Leo singles. Leo singles, show me additional information for our Leo singles. At least one more card. What's this energy about, Spirit? Whoa. Could be about this mature man, this main male, coming across some sudden wealth. I don't know if this is ill-gotten gains or what, okay? I'm not sure what happened here. Let's go ahead and throw some tarot on here. And I've got poverty. Good God, what the hell? Yeah, I feel like this main male, this mature man, it could be two people, or it could be this main male is a mature man and got hit the jackpot, had sudden wealth, and it may be not legitimate money. And then I've got poverty. Maybe because they were in poverty, or now they are in poverty because they may be in prison because of what they did. But this person can only think of you, Leo. They can only think of you. And you may be receiving some sort of communication, some sort of message here. Yeah, in reference to whatever this was. Alright. Let's see. Give me a deck here. Let me use their OG deck here. Rider-Waite. Alright, Spirit, can we clarify some of these cards for Leo singles? What's going on here, man? What the hell going on? Alright. I'm just going to cut these real quick and we'll get some clarifying cards. Okay, what's at the bottom of the deck? I've got 9 of Cups. Leo singles, find out or identify what really makes you happy, what really fills your cups up, what really gives you a sense of contentment, inner happiness, okay? What is this change card? What is this change card for our Leo singles? What is this change card? Oh, yeah, okay. The change is that you saw this 2 of Cups is in the reverse, right? The change is that this 2 of Cups is in the toilet, actually. All right, in the toilet. All right, and this landed on change and imprisonment. And it could be that this is in the toilet because somebody is actually in jail. And you are at a crossroads on what action to take here. Alright, what else can you show me about this change, imprisonment, and this coffin card for Leo? What else can you show us? Whoa, ho, 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 ho. Alright. I'm not taking all these because there are too many of them. Alright. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I do have the 3 of Pentacles here. And the 3 of Pentacles, teamwork makes the dream work, working together, working together here. I don't know, maybe some people were working together on this whole getting this sudden wealth, you know what I mean? Maybe it was some sort of scheme. It could have been a romance scheme. I don't know. It could have been something like that. Yeah, I've got 8 of Cups. Time to walk away. Or you have walked away from whatever this crap is. Let me put these down here. Alright, Spirit. What else can you show me? Just let the cards fall where they may. On the energy that they're supposed to fall on. Alright. What is this? Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Okay, listen. So we have the 2 of Cups in reverse. Alright. The 9 of Pentacles, somebody being very independent, very abundant in their own right, is in reverse. The 9 of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody who has lost maybe everything. Lost maybe everything. Alright, and maybe maybe they put their security into whatever this was, but they end up losing. Alright, I've got a Page of Swords in reverse on top of the Coffin card. A Page of Swords, pages are students and also messengers, so this could be that, you know, somebody made an immature or foolish decision here. Okay? Foolish decision. Because the Ace of Swords would be pointing downward, which means that somebody somebody might have been foolish and did not make a clear choice. Alright? And now they are either imprisoned for real, or they feel imprisoned by whatever decisions they made, which possibly could have ended this past relationship for you, Leo, and that's why you're single right now. Yeah, somebody put an end to this burden. Put an end to this burden. All right, and yeah, and also put an end to this burden with this Coffin card, this death and this rebirth type of energy, right? Losses, endings, change. And then down below I've got the Queen of Pentacles, which landed on the main male. The Queen of Pentacles is boss mama, boss daddy. It's just feminine energy, but the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's very, very abundant. All right, somebody who might have material wealth, who's done well for themselves. They make sure that home is taken care of and everyone in the home is taken care of. This is boss mama or boss daddy type of energy with this Queen of Pentacles here. And this is on the main male. This main male may have also used this Queen of Pentacles for her abundance, for her money, and that's how they got this sudden wealth. All right, might have used another person for their abundance. Okay, all right. Yeah, this has caused conflict and all types of conflict with this Five of Wands. This is also, some form of competition as well. All right, are there any other cards that wish to fall on the table to tell a deeper story for Leo singles? Any other? Whoa, okay. Yeah, here we go. 8 of Cups. You have already walked away or will be walking away from this main male energy. All right. Yeah, it landed right on top of the Queen of Pentacles and the main male. Ha! I've got the Emperor on the bottom. This is Aries energy. This is somebody who is the consummate leader. All right, people look up to this type of energy and follow this type of energy. All right, but look at here. Somebody feels trapped and imprisoned, possibly by their own choices, their own deeds, their own thoughts. Yeah. Maybe somebody was impulsive and now, now they're not. I don't know. You've got somebody, this whole situation has created some sort of loss or lack mentality, or just somebody lost all their money. All right, somebody lost all their money. Wow. And also I've got time apart. So and there's a cop here. So I really feel like somebody is actually in jail. Actually in jail. Wow. I'm not going to clarify anymore. Jeez. Okay, let's get some shadow cards. Is there any shadow messages that we need to see about Leo? I feel like this is all past energy, or if it's not past energy, it will be in the past very, very soon, over the next few weeks. What is the shadow energy for this connection? I've got deadly combo. Deadly combo. It's in the reverse. It says dangerous when together, triggering, explosive. Whoa. I feel like it's in the reverse because you have either let it go or you're about to let this go, Leo singles. What other shadow energy can we take from this reading for Leo singles? Something's up in the air, not able to make solid plans. Something is ungrounded, all over the place. And let's get one more shadow energy for Leo and whatever this is. I don't know what this is. All right. I've got bad timing. Bad timing. Too little, too late. Taken or not ready to love again. Especially after, if this has happened and left somebody in a bad situation because somebody wasn't on the up and up. Yeah. And then I've got toxic in the crossing. Very strong energy. Toxic. Alright. Wow. Alright. Woof. Leo singles. What the hell going on? And for your angel number, I've got 0606. Commitment. Commitment. This is applying honesty and light daily is a fast track to creating a peaceful and meaningful life. Open up, for the best is yet to come. Make this commitment to yourself, all right? Or, you know, to not delve in this type of energy any longer. And yeah, I feel like maybe some of you thought that this past situation was going to turn into a commitment, or maybe it did turn into a commitment, but it wasn't real. It wasn't real. It wasn't real. It wasn't the fearless love that you thought it was, right? Yeah, that you thought this was a soulmate, yeah, but it wasn't. Turned out to be somebody who just was in it for all the wrong reasons, and it could be because you had very low self-esteem, or your boundaries were low. Yeah, and maybe, I don't know, maybe you accepted a proposal. Maybe you did actually get married to this person and come to find out that it was all a lie. Universal message. This is your validation that things are finally beginning to work out for you, Leo singles. Get ready for the unexpected breakthroughs, good news, and plot twists, because your blessings are coming, especially after this bullshit right here. All right? 8 of Cups it. 8 of Cups it, Leo singles. We ain't doing this. All right? Do what you want, but I'm just saying no, don't do it. You don't have to listen to me. Alright? The spirit is like, Well, Leo singles, I hope you got something out of this reading. Yeah, like we said, somebody's lurking in the shadows. Alright? And I've got somebody's getting their karma. Alright? Somebody's getting their karma. Alright, you guys. God bless. Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius collective. What going on? My opposite cousin. I say my opposite cousin because I'm a Gemini. And if you're a Sagittarius, your opposite sign is me. All right? So we are polar opposite cousins, guys. All right, Sagittarius? Hope you're doing well, abundantly blessed. We're about to find out what Spirit wants and needs you to know over the next few weeks about your love life, all right? This is for Sagittarians who are in a love connection, all right? And then after this, we will do the singles, all right? So if you're a Sagittarius, whether you're Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, then this is your reading today, all right? Do your girl a favor, hit that like, share, subscribe, and hype it up, baby. Hype up the video. It helps the channel. You're ringing my doorbell, letting me know you're here and you're ready to receive. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And we're about to get started. We're going to start off with the oracles, and then we're going to dive into the tarot. All right, my Saggies? So let's get it going. All right. So we're going to start off with the romance cards. What does Spirit and Sagittarians Spirit team want them to know in regards to their love connection? All right. I've got, okay, we'll start here. I've got something's going to happen in divine timing. All right, something's going to happen in divine timing. A serendipitous event. Excuse me, it says a serendipitous event. Somebody's love language is receiving affirmations. You're beautiful, you're smart, you're this, you're that. Makes the other person feel good. Somebody may be reaching out to you, Sag, or you may be reaching out to someone. I've got a twin flame union or reunion in the reverse, all right? So, yeah, yeah, this might be a counterpart that is a past relationship, and they may, you know, we just finished with Mercury retrograde. We're still feeling that energy from that. So we always have people circling the block, reaching out after an extended time or whatever to find out what's going on and all that other stuff. But this is something that may no longer be viable. And in the crossing, I've got chemistry. Maybe that was a reason that, you know, this past person wants to circle the block, because it's possible that you guys had mad chemistry, a lot of passion. You know, you are a fire sign, okay? And that could be why. It could have been also that there could have been a lack of chemistry, that, and that's why this is in the crossing. It could have been some sort of roadblock to the relationship, okay? All right. Okay, so what is the tea with our Sagittarians and their love relationship? I've got, I'm sorry. Somebody wants to apologize, or you want to apologize. Could be from this person from the past, Sagittarius, but somebody wants to apologize. Oh, somebody is anxious. They're worried. They're crying. They're really, it looks like they're really having a hard time with this separation or this breakup, whatever this is. Okay. What is this? Regrets, mistakes. I've got regrets and mistakes in the reverse. Okay, so even though somebody might want to circle the block and reach out to you, you know, maybe they don't have any regrets. Or maybe you don't have any regrets on how this ended up. Okay? This could also be somebody not really taking accountability for their part that they played in this situation. I've got seduction, third party, temptation. So somebody might have been tempted in the relationship. Maybe they were easily seduced. Okay? This could have also been a connection that was based off of chemistry, passion, sex. All right? But I feel as if somebody in the relationship maybe wanted to play a little bit. I've got keys on a ring in reverse. Yeah, so like I said, somebody in this relationship wanted to play a little bit. They might have involved some third-party people in the relationship, hooking up with other people in their relationship. They had lots of keys on their ring, but I feel like this is no longer the situation. All right, no longer the situation. And then lastly, I've got what does it say? Not enough in reverse. You know, maybe you or that person felt like they were not enough and they were damaged in this connection, but I feel like either you or the other person understands their value. Maybe they were lacking self-esteem, self-confidence, but that I feel like you guys, whoever this is, has released this energy of not feeling good enough. Okay? And sometimes when we're in relationships, we think that the relationship is solid, and then we find out that the other person might be doing their own dirt, and that could make you feel small. That can make you feel like you're not enough because of the actions or deeds of this other person. Okay? At the bottom of that deck, I've got hookup. Yeah, I've got hookup. So this goes along with the keys on the ring. All right? And also this seduction. So somebody liked to play a little bit, I feel. You know, I don't feel like somebody was 100% vested in your connection, Sagittarius, or whether it's you or the other person. All right? All right. So, let's see. All right, so show us some of the clarifying love messages for our Sagittarians. Hold on. Oh, okay. I've got playful innocence. Playful innocence. It says, embrace a childish spirit where baby steps lead to joy, not seriousness. So this could have been just something, a relationship that, you know, somebody was just playing in, or maybe both of you were not serious. Maybe you just were both playing around in this relationship, but somebody still was playing possibly with other people. Okay? I've got love blocks. Dismantle hidden barriers to real intimacy and trust. So evidently there was some sort of love blocks here in this connection, Sagittarius. Fogs bind. When paths are unclear and spirits frozen, sometimes leaving brings light to the situation. So I feel like there was no clarity as far as what we're doing in this relationship, where we're going in this relationship. I think two people were very passionate. They had a lot of chemistry. They got together. Could have been just sexual. You know what I'm saying? But I think with eventually you find out that there are some love blocks here. Maybe one person felt stronger for the other person than the other person did. Okay? But I say, you know, I feel like after a while somebody felt like, I don't know what's happening in this relationship. It doesn't seem very clear to me. It's a little foggy. And so, yeah. And then we've got playful parallel. Harmony flows, lives aligned, basking in the serene glow of peace. And I feel like that was the ultimate goal. And maybe that's why this relationship, you know, came to an end, or there is a separation, because with there no being any clarity, things were pretty foggy. Somebody was playing around in the relationship, possible. Peace was, you know, peace was the ultimate goal here, because dealing with uncertainty and love blocks and all that other stuff, after a while, I just want peace, right? Yeah. Peace unparalleled. Okay, this is an interesting read. All right, so what are some of the shadows? What were some of the shadows in this connection for Sagittarius and their person. Somebody was a sneaky snake. All right, we saw that. Somebody trying to hook up with other people, having a lot of keys on the ring, seducing other people, you know. Yeah, so somebody was a sneaky link or a sneaky snake, okay? And weaved a tangled web. Which created a blind spot in this relationship. And we already saw that. With fogs bind, with things being very foggy and unclear. And with these love blocks here. Yeah, there was a blind spot. And there's not much room for maneuvering when you're completely unclear about where you stand or the status of your connection. Yeah, it's complicated. Yeah, very complicated. And that definitely explains why there is or will be a split or a separation here, Sag. Damn. All right. Look, what's going on here? And at the bottom of the deck, I've got conquest. Are you kidding me right now? Somebody was just putting notches in their belt buckle. All right, saying, you know, you might have even thought they were serious in the relationship with you, Sag, or they thought you were serious about them, but somebody was just playing games. All right, racking up conquest. Damn. All right, let me take a sip of coffee on that one. I tell you what, Spirit is really spilling the tea on you, Sag. Really spilling the tea on you and your sitch, okay? All right. Intuitive messages from the all-knowing ancestors, spirit guides, and all that other stuff. It says, pause and reflect, Sagittarius, on this situation. Okay, when you pause and reflect and go inward, a lot of times you can see things a lot more clearly. All right, get in that hermit mode or that hanged man mode so that you can pause and see things from all angles, see things from different perspectives. All right, so that whatever was unclear becomes clear. Generosity. Maybe you were too generous with your time, your energy, your body, your love. And that could be that somebody took advantage of that or took you for granted. It's too late. It's too late. Whoever this person is that wants to circle the block, whoever this person is that wants to reach out to you, guess what? It's too late for that. It's too late for that. All right? Mistrains, but new tracks await. Okay? Wow. Okay. Let's get the tarot out. Your reading is very interesting. Okay. Yeah, and my eye was just brought to a card over here. This is part of your angel number card, and look at here. It says 101, starting over. So Sagittarius, I feel for sure that you're starting over, okay? Because there's a separation, a divorce, a breakup, whatever it is. You said, I ain't doing this no more, okay? And this could also be somebody who wants to start over from scratch, okay? And then I've got lessons learned. Lessons learned. What did you learn from this whole equation? Okay? Yeah. Spirit don't lie. Alright, let's do it. Alright, Holy Spirit. This is in reference to Sagittarius and their person that they're connected with, the person that they are in a relationship with. We already seen some of the oracle messages, and boy, oh boy, are they juicy. Alright, so please expand on what's happening with our Saggies in their love connection, okay? Alright, Sagittarius, What does Sagittarius not see? At the bottom of the deck, the energy coming towards them. 8 of Pentacles. Commitment. Hard work. This could be you making a commitment to yourself. Alright? A commitment to yourself. Or a commitment to whatever it is that you're working on. Could be your job. You could be like, F love, I'm just going to focus on work and all that other stuff. Or you making a commitment to yourself to make better choices in the areas of love. Okay? Alright, so we're going to take the first 9 cards. Alright, Holy Spirit, this is... let me just lay the cards out. This is your energy. This is your partner's energy. And in the middle is shared energy, Sag. Alright, let's go ahead and go over these. Come on, Black Buddha, sit up. Okay, so your energy, Sag. What is Sag's current energy, and how do they feel in regards to this connection? I've got Ace of Cups. I feel as if Sagittarius, when I see the Ace of Cups, first and foremost, that is a reminder from Spirit that this is the time to fill your own cup up, to nurture yourself, to thank you, Spirit, to practice self-care, to heal your heart, your mind, your body, your spirit. That's what this tells me, first and foremost. And secondly, this may be a new energy, a new love coming towards you. Especially if you have completely broken up this relationship, okay? Alright, so what are some, what are your, how does your partner feel? They feel that you are this 10 of Cups, that they want this 10 of Cups with you. The ultimate love connection. Healthy love connection. That's what your partner wants from you. Okay? So what are some of the fears that Sag has? One of the fears would be that... Hold on. Alright, the Star. This could be, you know, one of your fears is that Spirit's not going to bless you or bring you good fortune in the way of love, okay? So that could be one of your fears, that, you know, you may not heal from this past situation, or that Spirit is not going to bestow you with that partner that you really deserve and you are looking for. All right, this is Spirit, your Spirit team. And this is you staying balanced. You, this is Aquarius energy. You staying balanced, you healing, and you having unwavering faith in Spirit. Okay. All right, and your person's fears that this situation will not move forward. This Knight of Pentacles, like maybe they fear that this situation has stalled out, okay, because this is the slowest moving knight in the deck. He takes his sweet a time, you know, moving. And this could also be a fear of your person's, that there is no way for this connection to expand and move forward. All right, what are some of the positives that our Sagittarians feel? Well, that, you know, that you are this Empress energy, and you always come across as the Empress, Sag, because you are highly evolved, just like your counterpart of Gemini. You guys have been going through some beautiful growth spurts spiritually. the Empress. One of your positives is that you know that you embody unlimited potential. Okay? Unlimited potential. You can manifest anything that you bring your mind to. Alright? And you work in conjunction with spirit. You have unwavering faith in spirit. You are this beautiful Empress energy. That's one of the positives for you. You can birth anything that you manifest. Alright? And your persons. I've got 5 of Cups. Hold on. Thanks for holding, Sag. Alright, so your partner's hopes for the potential of this relationship. Well, I've got the 5 of Cups, and, you know, I feel like maybe your person, they realize the gravity of what they did. You see the 3 Cups, and we talked about there could have been, you know, some third party shenanigans going on because your person might have been trying to hook up with other people while in a relationship with you. So maybe your person's hope is that you can forget and let go of the notion that these 3 Cups were spilled and get back to this 2 of Cups situation back here, just you and them. Alright, I feel like that's one of your hopes. I'm hoping they hope that you forget or forgive or not dwell on this loss. I think that's what they're hoping for. Shared energy. Shared energy, I've got 6 of Pentacles. You know, equal give and take. Giving from the heart. You know, paying it forward. I've got the Lovers. The Lovers is Gemini energy, and so it could be, you know, maybe you're dealing with a Gemini, and also the Lovers used to be called the Choice. So I feel, you know, the shared energy could be that even though all this has happened, maybe you two are still looking at each other as the one. And this could also be that you have choices when it comes to love. Alright? Choices of, especially if the other person had a lot of options, or you had a lot of options. You have choices here. And lastly, I've got 5 of Pentacles. Feeling unsupported, feeling left out, feeling a sense of loss here. I feel these are shared type of feelings that you may have here. Okay? Yeah, disappointment. Okay. Well, I think I might pull a few cards, and I'm just going to let the cards fall where they may. I don't really feel like we need to clarify, because I feel like this is kind of, straightforward to the point. Somebody, you guys got together, one of you decided that you still wanted to play around even in a relationship, or this relationship, and ended badly. Alright, so let's go ahead and clarify what's on the bottom for Sag. I've got Queen of Wands. This is fiery queen energy. And, yeah, this is, becoming more self-empowered, I guess. Going through different things in life, and just like this card says, lessons learned. Coming out more empowered, understanding your power better. And you may have some intuitive gifts or spiritual gifts with this black cat. You know what I mean? Alright. Spirit, allow the cards to fall wherever on the cards that they're supposed to, so that they can possibly clarify what's happening in this relationship for Sag. I'll put that off to the side. For Sag, what's happening with our Saggies in a connection? Can you please clarify some of these cards on the table? Some people are like, what is she doing? But it actually freaking works with my readings, is when I do this and the cards fall wherever they're supposed to. All right. So the card on the bottom is this moon card, this Cancerian type of energy. And the moon, it hides secrets. You know, it can create illusions, that fog mind that we talked about earlier. You know what I'm saying? That fog's bind here, where you're not seeing things clearly. Yeah. So that's what this type of energy presents. Things being foggy, unclear, secrets being kept, and all of that other stuff. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead and clarify. All right. Let's the outline card here is the devil in reverse. And I just feel like overall this either became a relationship filled with toxic behaviors, toxic things said, and all that other stuff. It could be with a Capricorn. You might have let a Capricorn go. All right. But you also, what was also released was this toxic type of bullshit right here that the devil energy brings. All right. Hot flash. All right, yeah, that this toxic energy brings. No, we don't need that anymore. All right, don't want it, don't need it. All right, so the top row, the Strength card in reverse fell on the shared energy, the Six of Pentacles, and the Lovers. I feel like somebody may not feel strong anymore. I feel like with this in the reverse, there's some conflicts here, internal conflicts. This situation, I feel, and it has the potential to make anybody feel insecure. Because if you thought you were in a relationship where both of y'all were on the same sheet of music, and come to find out somebody was on some bullshit, then of course you won't feel confident. You will feel kind of small. You will feel that insecurity. You know what I'm saying? Or in that lack of whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And that landed on the Six of Pentacles, the Charitable card, and the Lovers. And to the right, I've got, which landed on the Ten of Cups, and touching the Six of Pentacles, I've got Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius energy. All right, the Wheel of Fortune, this could be a karmic lesson that was learned, okay? Yeah, you know, we saw lessons learned. This could be a karmic lesson that was learned. Your resolve was tested, Sagittarius, but guess what? You know, there's karma here now. Especially with Jupiter being a major player right now, along with Pluto and some of the other planets. This is all about you learning your lesson and you expanding from that with those lessons learned. And this is, hey, my resolve was tested, but you know what? I'm a better person for it because I learned these lessons and I'm not going down that road again. All right? Yeah. I've got the Magician, Gemini energy, your polar opposite sign. The Magician, just like the Empress, major manifester. Major manifester. And that could be what you're doing now. I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to go down this road again as far as relationship. I want to manifest the type of loving, Ten of Cups relationship that I freaking deserve, okay? Along with this Three of Cups, so I can live my best life with the people that I love the most, that have my back, that are loyal, and all that other stuff, okay? That's all on the Ten of Cups there, guys. All right, so let's go down to this card right here. I've got the Five of Cups. In the shared energy, I've got the Five of Cups again. All right, which landed on the Five of Pentacles. All right, so this is change, guys. Change, Sagittarius. The fives are all about change. And it can be a rocky road, you know, when change occurs. You know, it's never easy going through changes. But, you know, this is a reminder for you to stop crying over spilled milk. If you or the person that you're with decided to involve third parties, and third parties could be other people, a whole slew of things, addictions, anything, to stop crying over the spilled milk, because Two of Cups is still awaiting you. That healing type of love, that healthy type of love is still waiting for you. All right, so get over the loss, get over the disappointment of whatever this was, because you've got this Ten of Cups that you're manifesting, Sagittarius, and it's coming towards you. I don't know when, but it is. All right, what lessons did you learn from this bullshit? All right, and lastly, which fell on this Five of Cups in your person's energy, I've got the Queen of Cups, somebody who's loving, nurturing, and emotionally intelligent. I feel like that's what you are. Well, of course, I feel like you were always loving and nurturing, but I feel like this experience has made you, or the both of you, more emotionally intelligent. All right. Right now, this Queen has her cup closed, so it could be that you're in the process of healing your heart, your mind, your spirit, and becoming even more emotionally intelligent because you've learned some lessons here. All right, you're not good. No more crying over this spilled milk, okay? Sour milk, right? And we've got the Ace of Cups again for you. Two Aces of Cups for you, Sag. This is you nurturing yourself back to being healthy again, not being heartbroken, not being disappointed, not crying over this crap right here, all right? Because you deserve so much better than that. So this is you taking care of yourself and filling your own cup up. But this is also telling me that you are manifesting this brand new love, Sag, that is going to be overflowing more than you ever expected, because you've learned your lesson from whatever this BS was, this toxic ugh. All right, so I hope that helped. All right, so let's get into your angel number. Woo-hoo-hoo! Well, looky here, Sag. 5555. Didn't we just get finished talking about the fives being about change? All right, could have been a little chaos, a little conflict, a little competition in there, especially if somebody else was dealing with other people while you were in a relationship with them, or vice versa. But this is all about change, guys, and clarity. Okay, yeah. And I've got your universal message is a chapter in your life is coming to an end, Sagittarius. Rest assured that beautiful things are ahead in this next chapter. And remember, guys, 2026 is the beginning of a brand new 10-year cycle. Okay, so start off strong with the chapters that you're writing, okay? Let go of all things that are out of control and move forward. There are more beautiful things ahead than any that you have left behind. Woo-wee! Damn! This is really a powerful reading, Sagittarius, of you going through some things, being in a relationship that maybe you thought was solid, or the other person thought was solid, and it turned out to be a shit show. Alright? It was a lot of conflict, a lot of chaos. There could have been third parties involved in your situation. Alright? And that, going through that, you learned some lessons that you're not going to repeat again. You came out even stronger than you ever have been before, and you are now manifesting the ultimate type of love into your life, the love that you deserve. All right, instead of somebody taking you for granted, sneaking around with other people, disrespecting you and your relationship, or this could be you, so flip the script if you need to. All right, but listen, you see this? Yeah, take a picture of it. All right, and make sure that you look at it every single day to keep you motivated and on the right track. The goal right now is for you to heal your heart, your mind, your body, and your soul, because what is for you is coming towards you. All right, but this has got to go. And if anybody tries to come back and reach out and come back from the past, we already said deuces, bitch, and stay gone. And don't bring your bullshit around here no more. All right, and that's what I got. Thank you, Sag. Hello, my Sagittarian singles out there. My singles ready to mingle. All right. If you are a single Sagittarian and you are ready to dip your baby toe into the dating pool, or maybe you already have, this is for you. If you're single and not in a connection, this is your reading. So do your girl a favor first and hit that like, share, subscribe, and hit that hi button, y'all. Ring my doorbell. Let me know you're here for your reading. Okay? I appreciate that. This is a collective reading. If you do need a private reading, you can hit me up at ascension225tarot@gmail.com, guys. And we will get you started with your 30, 60, or 90-minute reading. All right. I've got all 5-star reviews. I used to belong on Thumbtack and had all 5-star reviews, and so I'm really proud of that. Okay, so all my singles ready to mingle. All right, after you hit that like, share, subscribe, and hide button, find a nice cozy spot so that you're able to receive. Okay, these are general messages, may not resonate with everybody, and that's okay. That just means that maybe you weren't meant to get this message today, but somebody else needed it. We're going to start off with the oracles and then get into the tarot, all right? I hope you're wonderful, my beautiful Sagittarius singles, and abundant and blessed. Mwah! Love you guys. All right, romance cards. What can our single Sagittarians look forward to in the area of romance? I've got somebody's love language might be gift giving, all right? I know Sagittarians love gifts, right? And we've got another love language of quality time, all right? Don't breadcrumb me with your time, man. Make time for a Sag. Free yourself. Some of you are these beautiful unicorns that need to free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. All right, Sag? Take back control of your life. And I just did the Sagittarius reading, those who are in a connection, and boy, oh boy, was that a messy read right there, boy. So, if you're interested, go back and watch it. That might be your situation, and that might be the reason why you're single. Okay, free yourself from any of that BS, okay, that keeps you confined. All right, keeps you confined, because you're a beautiful unicorn, Sag. Somebody might want a reconciliation, like I told you. Somebody from the past. Yep. Somebody wants to circle the block, just like in the other reading, and they're looking to reconcile with you. This is not your soulmate, though. This is not your soulmate, or this is a past soulmate that you dealt with. Okay, thank you, Spirit. And I've got passion. I feel like maybe that's all there was for some of you in this previous relationship, was just a bunch of passion, chemistry, sex, and all that other stuff. But sometimes that wanes, and then what do you have? Then what do you talk about? All right. But this is also a message to don't lose the passion in yourself. Especially if you went through some hardships with the previous person. Don't lose your passion for yourself, or don't lose your passion that the love that you are manifesting or want to manifest is also waiting for you. All right. Okay. So, let's just look at the past for just a moment. What are some of the shadow areas of your previous relationship that you need to address so that you don't carry it into a new relationship? Or what shadow sides do you need to be aware of so that when you see it in a new person, you recognize it immediately? All right. I've got teasing, and that might go along with that passion, right? Some good sex, chemistry, passion, all of that. Woo wee! Who doesn't want that? All right. So, but this here says dangling partial truths, shifting, and needing answers. So I don't know if somebody's trying to tease you with their words, or they're telling half-truths. I don't know what this is, but beware of that. All right? Beware of that. And somebody who's, look at this, teasing and joker. Somebody who's not serious. Beware of people who are not serious, especially if you are serious about your intention in dating, and that is for marriage or a commitment. This person, look out for the person who tells half-truths, is not serious, who keeps you dangling, who breadcrumbs, all that, all right? It says it's all just a game to them. Somebody insincere, somebody just having fun, all right? And this kind of ties into the previous Sagittarius reading where somebody was playing in the relationship. Somebody thought it was a serious relationship, but the other person was just playing, okay? I've got many flames. Yeah, somebody might have had many flames. They might have had you and Becky Sue and Goo to Goo and Boo to Boo, all right? Yeah, somebody had many flames. But this can also mean that it says it can take many tries to find the right one, Sagittarius. Take a break when you need to, and don't give up. Don't give up on your manifestation of finding the love for you. And then lastly, I've got forgiving. All right, be forgiving of yourself. Okay, be forgiving of yourself, because sometimes we find ourselves in these situations, in these relationships, and we're like, how did I get here? How the F did I get here? And how did this relationship turn into this? Okay, forgive yourself and forgive the other person. Forgiveness is not for the other person, it's for you, so that you can heal and move on. Whoa. All right, intuitive advice, Spirit. Explore new options. Trust that the universe is going to bring you exactly what you want, need, and desire. All right? What lessons did you learn in previous relationships? Okay? Yeah. And then I've got rest. Take care, rest, take it easy. Just like this flames. Just like this many flames card, it says, take a break when you need to, and don't give up. So make sure that you rest, practice self-care, get yourself all the way together. If you have some healing that you still need to do, then do that shit. Alright? Alright, and what epiphanies or mind, light bulb moments will our Sagittarian singles have, or do they need to have over the next few weeks? I've got, what lessons did you learn? Just what I said, enlightenment. You can't help, thank you Spirit, you can't help but to grow after this experience. It was meant to teach you a lesson. Alright? You're seeing things more clearly though. No more of that moon energy of secrets and illusions and hazy thinking. No. Yes, because the truth shall thank you, Mercury retrograde. The truth will set you free. Alright? And here's another light. Alright, somebody's having some light bulb moments here, I'm telling you. Alright, it says change is gonna come. And I'm telling you, that was one of the themes in the Sagittarius that are in a connection relationship. That was the theme, was change. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Alright, light bulb moments though. I love this. I love this. I love this. Alright, so Holy Spirit, we're tapping into our Sagittarius singles who are ready to mingle or thinking about mingling. We already saw some of the oracle messages, so please expand on that for our beautiful Sag singles, Spirit. Alright? Alright. What's in the energy at the bottom of the deck that our Saggies do not see coming? Yeah, the Chariot. Look at that. That Cancerian Piscean energy here. That watery energy. Alright, the Chariot is you being the master of your own domain. You taking control of your life. Alright? You having direction and being determined to get exactly what it is that you deserve and want, okay, in the matters of love. Alright, so can you show us our Sagittarius singles? What is their current state of mind? What's their current state of mind? Oh, alright, let me ask the questions first and then we will go over this. Alright, what is the past patterns or behaviors that may hinder our Sag singles, past behaviors or shadows that may hinder them? Alright, so what looks like a good foundation for our Sagittarius for a healthy relationship? And what changes to look for in a new partner? What to look for in a new partner for our Sag singles? What is this? I got the Eight of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Page of Cups in reverse. If these want to come out again, they can, but I don't want to take these. Alright, it doesn't feel right to me. Alright, qualities to look for in a new partner for Sag. Okay, and advice regarding how to move forward from the past towards the future. Alright, good. So, perfect. Okay. Alright, so the first question is the current state of mind for our Sag singles. Some of you are still healing and you may not feel confident right now. You may not feel strong right now because of maybe what you've experienced in past relationships. Alright. Yeah, this is that Leo energy, and today is the start of Leo season, but for some of you, there are still some internal conflicts that you may be dealing with from maybe the past, and not feeling you're not feeling secure or confident right now. That's why I agree with this. Take a break, but don't give up. Take a break, rest, but don't give up. All right. Continue to heal yourself, Sag singles. All right. Past patterns or behaviors that may hinder Sagittarius. Well, past behaviors, I've got Aquarius energy. I've got the star here, and this could be, you may not have had the most faith, okay, because this is you having unwavering faith in spirit, all right, and so maybe that wasn't as strong, and it could be also you trying to find your happiness inside of another person, if that makes any sense. And because a lot of people are not happy inside themselves, and they look for that happiness inside of other people. Thank you, Spirit, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what I feel like this card is saying. Yeah. And I feel like this also is a card of balance, because she's got 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on the ground, and maybe one of the patterns or behaviors that was hindering was this being a balanced situation. You know what I mean? All right. So next question, foundations for a healthy relationship. I've got the 10 of Wands in reverse, and this is about letting go, finding your freedom, letting all of these burdens go. The worst is over. The worst is over, Sag. That is one of the foundations for a healthy relationship, is not carrying those burdens and that baggage into a new situation. Okay? And I've got qualities to look for in a new person. I've got this Gemini energy, and my nose itches. Got this Gemini energy for the Magician. The Magician is a major manifester. The Magician can manifest anything that they want, need, desire, all right, by using all of the elements. Okay, so yeah, and being tapped in to their inner guidance, that intuition. I love that. So you're looking for somebody who is more evolved, somebody who can manifest things and bring them to fruition. And lastly, advice regarding on how you move forward in new relationships, or in your new dating scene. I've got, go towards the 10 of Cups. Go towards the 10 of Cups. All right. Somebody who shares the same values and ideals and all that other stuff. Somebody who wants a family and all the things associated with this 10 of Cups energy. Here you are, Sag, with this Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, somebody who believes in expansion and doesn't shy away from change, okay? Just because their resolve was tested, or your resolve was tested, this is you not shying away from change, you forging forward with this Ace of Swords, with truth and clarity, all right, towards your, whatever this destiny is. And then I've got 4 of Swords. Make sure that you take the time to heal yourself. Heal. After the Three of Swords, heartbreak, loss, disappointment, breakups, whatever. This is you healing from that energy, because you see they got the Ace of Swords underneath them. Now that you've got truth and clarity about whatever the situation is, was, or will be, this is you healing, having the truth and clarity, and then healing, so that when you start this brand new journey of dating and love and all that other stuff, you're bringing your best version of yourself. Okay? All right. I have got your angel number, and look at this, 4444. Now, in the last Sagittarius reading, those in a connection, they got 5555. You've got 4444. Angel protection, angel intervention. Yeah, blessings in disguise are coming your way. Says there might be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through, Sag. You got this. And if you've been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor. If you've been suffering or feeling lost, some things may need to fall apart. Okay? But you're building the framework for something much better. Hang in there. Your angels have got your back. And you might be seeing 4s. 444, or, you might be seeing these synchronicities. And your universal message now and over the next few weeks is whoa, yes. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. It says prioritize self-healing right now. And we have been talking about that. You taking the time to heal mind, body, and spirit. And also to forgive yourself and forgive the person. All right? Prioritize self-healing right now. Put your needs above others for once. That's not being selfish, okay? It's time to focus on you. Yeah. Self-healing takes time, Sag, and a lot of self-love. Remember, open wounds don't heal into scars overnight. Take the time you need. Oh my God! What? Wait a minute. Hold on. It says take the time you need in order to feel happier and healthier within yourself. There is no rush. I cannot make this shit up. And this. It can take many tries to find the right one. Take a break when you need to, and don't give up. Whoa. Yeah. Because now you have the truth, you have clarity, you have enlightenment. Those light bulb moments. Look at all these light bulbs. Look at all these. Change is gonna come. Alright, just take the time to heal yourself, Sag, and rest. Remember we saw this? Yeah. Rest, trust, and then explore new passions. Whoa. Wow. Okay, this is a great reading. Yeah, because you're calling in your soulmate. We already saw that you're calling in exactly what it is that you want, need, and desire. And, it says let go of the past. Let go of the past. And there may have been third-party interventions or third-party interruptions in your past situation. Whether that's another person or addictions or somebody who's a workaholic and they don't have time for you, those are all considered third parties. Or people whispering in their ear, that is all third party interruptions. All right? Wow. Ooh, look at this. You are manifesting the Four of Wands. This is one of the marriage cards in the entire freaking deck. This is a celebration of home, a celebration of you and your partner, a celebration of your sanctuary and the stability and the foundation that you're gonna be building with this person. Wow! It's time to let go of all those swords in your back, honey. All the disappointment, the loss, the breakups, the deception. Release all of that. And one more. Yeah, somebody was sneaky, boy. They were sneaky with it. They were sneaky with it. Their behaviors, their actions, they were sneaky with it. And this is also avoiding this type of energy, this energy that cannot be trusted. Okay? Cannot be trusted. Whoa. Yes! And we go back to your original card again. You are the master of your own domain. This is empowerment. This is determination. This is you going in the direction that you want and choose to go in. Whoa. I love it. This is an awesome reading. Alright, well, I really hope that these messages really resonated with some of you Sagittarian singles out there. I really, really do. What is this? Oh no. And look, I've got, at the bottom I've got belief system. That's you having trust. Remember we saw trust the universe. 1. 11's master number. New beginnings. New chapters being written for you. And more 4s. Yeah. That gut feeling. Trust your intuition. Trust your spirit team. Alright, your angels are working on your behalf. And if you need them, you need to talk to them and ask them to intercede in any area of your life. Alright? Alright. Wow. Great reading. Thank you so much, our Sagittarius singles. That was beautiful. Mwah. Love you guys. Take care.